availability of affordable homes has reached crisis levels across the nation. There is virtually nowhere in the U.S. that a full-time employee earning minimum wage can afford a one-bedroom apartment. Joining us to discuss this issue is Jonathan Reckford, CEO of Habitat for Humanity International, with more to discuss barriers to affordable housing and information about his new book, Our Better Angels, which offers inspirational stories that may change your life. Jonathan is working with former President Jimmy Carter and former First Lady Rosalynn Carter at a Habitat for Humanity home build site in Nashville, Tennessee, as part of the 36th Carter Work Project. So, Jonathan, tell me about what you're doing there.
So we are building 21 homes with families in Nashville who are going to buy these homes and take care of their families. But more importantly, once again, President and Mrs. Carter are helping us bring attention to the huge need for safety and affordable housing here in Nashville and across the country.
What has President and Mrs. Carter's longtime dedication to Habitat meant to the organization?
You know, one of the myths about Habitat for Humanity is that President Carter started it, which is not true, but there's no question that he really put it on the map. When he and Mrs. Carter got on a bus in 1984 to ride up from Georgia to the Lower East Side of Manhattan and rehab a tenement building and sleep in a church basement, that both changed the image of what an ex-president could do, but it also brought the world's attention to Habitat for Humanity. And now for 36 years, they have really been incredible spokespeople and, most important, role models and examples of how to serve. And so we are so grateful for them. It's been one of the great privileges of my life now for 14 years to spend a week with them each year building somewhere in the world.
So you've published your new book called Our Better Angels. Tell us about that book and how it came about.
So the book actually came from an op-ed that President Carter wrote after Hurricane Harvey hit Texas. What he said there is, quoting President Lincoln, when the waters rise, our better angels come forward. And he talked about how after a disaster, we respond, and you don't care if the person coming to rescue you is from a different race or different religion. You're just grateful for the community coming together. And his challenge was, why can't that happen every day in all our communities? Why don't we respond the same way to the slow-moving crises and challenges around us as well? And a publisher saw that and asked if we would write a book, and President Carter graciously wrote a very moving forward for it. And in it, we focus on virtues and actions that all of us can take and tell really, I hope, inspiring stories of individuals who have stepped out and done things to make their communities better. And I hope that will really challenge the readers to go out and look for ways to put those into action in their own communities.
So the book is about 7 different virtues that you think help call on our better angels. Which of those virtues do you think we need to see more of these days?
You know, I think we need all of them, but I might start with kindness because it's such a basic idea. But if we, especially when we walk around and look for what we have in common with people and offer out basic kindness to them, I think that leads to so many other things. They tend to be reinforcing. In the same way, respect and service tend to bring us joy. And so one of the not-so-secret aspects of Habitat for Humanity and so many other good causes is when we reach out and help others, we end up finding more fulfillment, more joy, more purpose in life, and that becomes self-reinforcing.
Of course, so many people associate the virtue of service with Habitat for Humanity. So how can people serve their communities?
So we would love to get you involved. You can do construction, like you can hear around me, but there are lots of other ways as well. If you go to habitat.org, you can learn how you can personally get involved with Habitat. And if you go to habitat.org/betterangels, you can learn about the book. And I hope people will read it, be inspired. And I do want people to know that all of my proceeds are going to Habitat. So when people read it, we hope they'll know that they're helping our mission and helping more people get affordable housing.
All right, well, we appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, coming up next.